Wa alaikum salam. How are you, brothers?
How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing? You're all doing good? MashaAllah.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Good.
So, how was your day? Which one?
No, that
Listen.
Arab guy. You know the one who.
Besides him,
No.
besides him,
Uh-huh.
everyone else is casual.
Casual. Okay. Okay.
You know what means casual?
Inconsistent.
Inconsistent. There you go. That's your answer. I was just telling him. Tawheed is Dawah.
Exactly.
Tawheed is everything. So people do not understand Tawheed in order to understand the meaning of Dawah. You see the in-depth of it? Because we just look at the surface. But if you go further, like the science of Hadith, if you look further, everything goes back to Tawheed.
Exactly.
Everything.
You know, these are instrumental knowledges.
Exactly. Any subject in Islam goes back to Tawheed.
Exactly. Allah.
Whatever you open. And Dawah is part of it. How did Islam came to Hindi Valley? How? It just came,
No.
came, the wind brought it?
No. People.
There you go. You
Muhammad
see?
bin Qasim.
No.
Someone came.
Yeah.
Someone gave Dawah. Everyone that accepted Islam through him, he's getting rewards.
Allah.
Everyone. What is it? I know it's 100-something million, but I think more than 2/3 are deviants.
Yes, you're right.
More than, still, whatever, even if it's one person, is better than anything in the dunya.
You know, better than the red camel hadith.
Yeah. He's quoting it, yes, he's right. It's better than, he gave the equivalent of the red camel, meaning the most precious thing at that time. He said it's better than that. If someone, you can save it from the hellfire.
Allah.
That you can save. Look at this, the meaning that you can save, because this is what you do. And whoever this person, whatever their deeds and so on and so forth, I'm not retelling you, I'm just reminding. And first I'm reminding it to myself, because when you speak out loud, the verses should go into your ears.
The nearest thing to
Yeah. So that's why I always say, be consistent, man. When you go to work, you're consistent. You telling me that when you go to work, you're gonna say, boss, I don't feel like coming today. I'm not coming today. What do you mean you're not coming? No, today I don't want. Okay, you're fired. Boss, I'm 2 hours late. Why are you 2 hours late? You know, my cat is pregnant and my fish is vomiting. Consistency, man. This is for Allah,
Istiqamah.
not for the person that are there. This is fi sabilillah, the best deed that you can do. Anyways,
Okay, sorry.
go ahead.
Sheikh.
No, brother.
Question, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
So, mashallah, you know, I was also born in Ahlul Hadith family.
Yes.
You know, have you heard about Sanaul Amrat Sari?
No.
He fought against, Qadian.
Okay.
Qadianis.
Okay.
My great grandfather, he was, inspired by his dawah of Ahlul Hadith. So, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
So, but brother, what happened was, have you heard about Dr. Israr Ahmad?
No.
Okay, have you?
So just to give you an understanding, I know there's a big conflict in the Indo-Pakistan, and I'm aware of the deviancies.
Exactly.
And I'm aware of those that try to still hang on onto the Quran and Sunnah.
Exactly, that's what.
We're not saying that we put everyone in the same boat.
No,
not everyone is in the same boat.
Yeah.
But they are a minority among them.
Exactly.
I know, I'm aware. Go ahead.
So, let me call you Sheikh if you don't mind.
Okay, fine.
So, Sheikh, you see.
For my age.
Okay, with
good,
your age.
okay.
So, my basically family, like my parents and my elder brothers.
You live in God?
There was this person who used to explain. Have you heard about what do you call that? Wahdatul Wujud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy, he used to hold this point of view that Wahdatul Wujud.
Okay.
But whenever I try to explain this point to my parents, they don't feel comfortable, and we have an ongoing.
I understand.
Exactly.
I have this.
right? And
Every time you open, it's a
Exactly.
fight. It's an argument.
Exactly.
It's an argument.
It's not a happy discussion. I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
After that, my brother,
Yes.
he listens to Mufti Menk and Numan Ali.
Okay.
And I try to explain, or Yasir Qazi and his deviancies, but
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
They're attached to them.
exactly. And I was trying to
Tantalize. The word tantalize
Yani?
is like the snake charmer.
Ah,
Is like the snake charmer. You know the snake charmer? The snake charmer is the person that supposedly sings the flute, and the snake goes to the vibration.
Yeah.
Not that the snake hears the flute; it goes to the vibration. Very important example.
bean bajane wala, in
Yeah,
Indo
yeah,
Pak,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yes.
So the snake follows the vibration.
he doesn't hear.
He can't hear nothing. So
Exactly.
your brother can hear nothing.
Exactly,
He
sir.
goes for
Exactly.
emotions.
Exactly,
it's like,
he's right.
it's like emotions. This is what it is. Go ahead.
Sheikh, I try to explain that they have like, I wouldn't say, but corrupt aqidah.
Yes, no, it is true. It is true. You should say it like that. Boom.
Corrupt aqidah. And I try, you know what he says? He's like, if you go to a saint's qabr, yani,
Okay. Yeah.
and you ask the saint to make dua for me.
Really?
And
This is
you know what
shirk.
he says? He said it's not shirk. Yasir Qazi says.
Okay. Just to give you a quick understanding.
So yeah.
Like
what
you have,
agree with
I have the same thing in my family. I have the same thing in my family. Actually, I'm the only one that prays. Let's put it this way.
Oh, okay.
So to them, I am an extremist. I am someone that is gone literally mad, insane. Something's wrong with me. So how are you going to talk to them? It is the $1 million question.
Exactly.
Okay. So first and foremost, from your adab, from your manners. You know, adab, akhlaq.
Exactly.
Okay, from your manners. That's number one. If it's your parents, you remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that remember when they brought you up.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Rabbi irhamhum.
Yeah. So when they brought you up, for that you're in gratitude to them. And when they become old, you need to be nice with them. You need to be kind with them. You cannot answer back to them. You cannot, if they tell you, bring me a glass of water 10 times you say, yes, father, yes, mother. Do you understand?
Exactly.
The same consistency. The only time when you refuse them is they will ask you to worship anyone other than Allah. This is the only condition.
Exactly.
When you say no.
Surat Al-Ankabut,
Yeah, you say no to them. Okay. Now, how are you going to talk to them? It's literally the $1 million question. Because everything, like I said earlier, goes back to Tawheed.
Exactly. Yeah.
So their Tawheed is very weak.
It is.
They don't understand what Tawheed means.
Like the Sheikh, they don't go to like any darbars and all.
No problem.
Yeah.
So now, in order for you to, either you make dua for them, which it has to come with sincerity, yes. And I'm not denying that you don't have sincerity. I'm just saying,
Yeah, of course.
when you make dua for them, may Allah guide them, may Allah guide
Ameen,
me, may Allah
ameen.
guide them, and so on. When we make the dua in our, you can make it when you're in sujood. The best dua is when you're in sujood.
Allah.
The best dua is when you're in tahajjud, before you give taslim. These are the practice of the salaf. Not after that you put your hands.
Exactly.
You're not asking for rain. This is when Rasulullah was
Exactly.
asking for rain. You do this when you're in a calamity. You cannot do this every single day. Then you make your own sunnah. I used to do this mistake too. I used to thought that if I put my hands and make dua, it will be no.
Except.
This is Rasulullah didn't do this every single time.
Exactly. He did.
So because he didn't do this every time, this does not become now a sunnah. It becomes your household sunnah. You get me?
Not the
You-
sunnah
you-
of Prophet alayhi
Yes,
salatu
it
wasalam,
becomes
but
your sunnah, your tradition.
Oh, okay.
So when you make dua is when you're in sujood, when your head is on the floor,
In my language.
in your language, in Arabic, whatever you know. But if you're asking, may Allah guide them, give them tawfiq, give them understanding, hidayah, and so on and so forth. You do your part. And Allah guides whom He wills. Remember this part.
Exactly.
He guides whom He wills, and whoever He guides, none can misguide. And whoever He does not guide, none can guide. So we go with this. Now, in order for you to know how to talk with something like this, with someone like that, you have to go back to Tawheed, because they do not understand what Tawheed means. Our scholars broke Tawheed into 3 branches. Tawheed uluhiyya, Tawheed rububiyya, asma sifat. The problem in the subcontinent is asma sifat. This is the problem.
Exactly.
Okay, so every single problem, this is very important. Every single problem in our ummah is the misguidance that was fed upon us and the lack of understanding of Tawheed. I'm just summarizing it. Is the lack of understanding of the three things. But in it's okay, don't worry, let it go. In the subcontinent is the you know the topic that we discuss right now in the group is part of it. Because
the 57-minute video.
Deobandism,
Oh my God.
Maturidism
Exactly.
came to the subcontinent somehow. The first people that brought Islam to the subcontinent was the understanding of the salaf.
Exactly.
But later on, through the Ottoman Empire and through other influences, Asharism
Exactly. Abul Hasan.
evolved. So now, this is like, for example, when I ask him, does he have children? He answered perfectly up to that question. Does he have children? He said, everyone has the children. No. You see, this is also a misunderstanding. I'm talking about this person here.
Exactly the one who came.
So in the subcontinent, they follow the understanding of Asharism, Maturidism. Yes? Allah is everywhere. Allah is in everyone. Allah is everything. You can ask this, you can do this, you can do that. So this evolved.
Exactly.
This is nothing to do with Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what he taught. So that's why we are in these problems where we are today.
Exactly, Sheikh. So,
Yeah.
you know,
So make dua. Look, it took me, subhanallah, look at this. This is from Allah. It took me years talking with my wife, and every single time when I talk to her, we end up until we were literally had a fight. So in order to prevent the fight, I had to stop the conversation. So it took my son, his dua,
mashallah.
and then
You took your son?
it took my son, Isma, listen, it took him to make the dua that my wife started to pray.
The son's dua for his mother.
Okay.
So all my dawah to her didn't work.
إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ.
You see? It took him.
Allah.
How Allah works is his wisdom. We don't go there. This is
So when your son made dua, it
then
worked.
Yeah,
then
mashallah,
then
after that
then
she-
she started praying.
Mashallah.
All the dawah that
You've been
that
getting-
I've been trying and through all the opportunities, through all the examples and so never worked. So don't despair. Don't despair. Try your level best, and remember, this is something that also a lot of people don't understand. We are not those that gives hidayah. We just give the message. You give the message. You try your level best. Rasulullah couldn't save his uncle.
Allah.
Couldn't save his uncle. Do you think that Abu Talib was not a nice person?
Oh,
Subhanallah, he's the one that supported him.
exactly.
From childhood,
Exactly.
not from when he received the
Wahi.
message, the wahi. From childhood, he knew this is something special with this kid. If you look into the books of hadith,
Exactly.
do you understand? And he had him staying next to him, besides all his family. No one was allowed. This is the part of the Jahil Sunnah. Only the customs, yes. Only those entitlements sit on the next to the tribe leader, and he was told to sit there. Anyway, this is just an example, small example. But to go back and to finalize it, because otherwise we're gonna keep on talking for hours. Try your level best through your mannerism, and try your level best when the opportunity come. When the opportunity come to give the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For example, you heard of Sheikh Al-Albani?
Rahimahullah.
Okay, Rahimullah. Sheikh Al-Albani had a unique way of talking to people. He knew how to talk. We don't know how to talk to people. He knew how to talk to people. One thing, this is our lack of ability, no knowledge, ability, also knowledge, but ability to know how to talk to someone with a smile. You know, when you listen to his cassettes, he always smiles. He always take Barakallah fik. May Allah reward you. May Allah this, may Allah. Always, even though the person was making mistake. So he said, do you exist? To the person that was talking. He said, I exist. Does Allah exist? Allah exists. Is your existence, Allah existence the same? Careful what you say. Because if you say yes, you made yourself partner with Allah. There's another example. Do you hear?
Of course.
Are you hear? Yes, of course. Because otherwise you couldn't hear me saying it. Does Allah hear? Yes, Allah
He
hears.
does.
Is your hearing like His?
No.
Because this is their understanding. They change the asima sifa. They say that we are not like the Jami that refuse the names of attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We accept them through our understanding.
That was his mistake.
Yes, so what they're doing right now, they're doing interpretations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala names and attributes.
According to their own desires.
To their own desire. So now all you have to do is give an example, small example like this. You just plant the seed. Do you understand? You plant the seed.
Think over.
Huh?
And let them think.
Then
over.
let them think. All you do is plant the seed. Okay.
The guy am I talking about, Dr. Star, he said that, whatever Ibn Arabi said, I agree with. Like, just his understanding of Asma wa Sifat.
So then why doesn't he correct himself? If he says I agree. If he says I agree, then you have to make tawbah and correct yourself. That's it.
Exactly, he did
Done.
not.
That's his problem. So name.
Yeah, sure. Jazakallah.
No, we can talk after on the group. We can always. And bear in mind, I'm not a scholar. What I know, I tell you. If I know, I'll give you the sources and this and that. That's why it's good, it's best to listen to the classical scholars.
Exactly.
Sheikh bin Baz, Sheikh Uthaymeen, Sheikh Al-Albani, they understood this. Forget Yasser Khadi, Yasser Fadi.
Or Sheikh Naman and all that.
Ask him where is Allah. Noman Ali Khan, ask him where is Allah. You will see. He will change the subject right away. And he will make fun of you. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.